Yo. Hope you guys are good today. Hope you guys are amazing today, in fact. Do you have an Xbox or PS5? PS5, PS4, PS2, 360. I don't have an Xbox One or the Xbox One after that. We can do viewer summons if anybody wants to viewer summon today. I'm in the viewer summons VC in case anybody does. 14-star UG4 is nasty work, but it didn't take me a lot. 53,000. 53,000, which is a lot less than most even content creators. So my luck was through the roof. I'm not gonna say I have a method, but I feel like what I did this time with UG4 was the best luck I've had, and for good reason. I'll explain what I did later. I'm not saying it's like a method for luck, but like it's just what I did this time, and it's one of the luckiest ultras I've got. Like, Ultra Super Gogeta is the luckiest I've been. I think I 14-starred him in like 35. But first summonable ultra, I guess. I'm not summoning on Ultimate Gohan. I actually don't care about him, like, at all. I already knew from the jump. I kept saying it. It's not a unit I would use. I would just get him and just showcase. I don't care about Ultimate Gohan at all. I'm not a big Gohan fan. I don't hate him. It's just he don't move me, you know? I don't even know who's summoning. I didn't say the name. This is Conman. Konman 09. Two copies of G4 should be the minimum, in my opinion. GB leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day to summon on GB. Gajaraga. Tomorrow's the last day for Vegito and Gogeta. Garesh dropped a top 10. Should I react to it? I wasn't even gonna stream today, to be honest. What do you guys think I should do? I don't work out. I haven't been working out, rather, I should say. This summon looks good. Should you abandon your main account in which I have UG4? If you're doing rerolls, do you make your own decision about that, bro? I don't have no input on rerolls. I think that's what I'm gonna start saying for rerolls, because I just don't feel the need for rerolls. It ruins the whole purpose of... Damn, this guy's got high stars too. Let's go. 999 is diabolical. UG4's green is a long animation. Damn. This guy's really good. A little passive, but it's whatever. I've only got one more left. I'm gonna full screen him. It's a high risk play. I'm gonna full screen him. Nice. Scoped, I know. Flip's sake. I forgot he cover changes everything. Can't even risk that one. Thank you, man. This guy is mad annoying. Bro, just there. Mad back. Like, play the game. Play the game, bro. Just... God damn. He's actually ass, bro. Like, he's playing to win, but like, that's boring. Fuck's sake, man. This is PvP. I'm having to do dumb stuff to beat this guy. I don't give a damn. When you play passive, you're not gonna, it's either you're gonna slam the person or you get punished for it. Watch him become mad aggressive now. Watch him become mad aggressive now that he's last stand. Watch him. Still passive, I see. Well, you're not gonna win the game like that, buddy. His taps are good, I'll give him that. What do I do here? Do I switch out to Vegito? I could do that, but I don't need to. How passive! You dropped the combo and even started to glide. How passive! I'm LFing you as well, because I did not like you. I did not like you, bro. How passive! Like I always say, there's two ways to beat passive players. You can be more passive than them, or you can be so aggressive they don't know what to do. And I always choose the aggressive route. Best way to get 6 Annie medals is the raid. Continuously play the raid. Let me send this goof a message too. W Village Idiot. Oof. How West King, what's good, bro? Garesh's tail just looks like mine. It's not. If it was majorly different, I would, because then I'd have opposing views. But I'm not watching a whole video just to agree, you know. I like the other tier list because there was things I could easily disagree with, but this tier list just looks like mine. I'm also not, like, the tier list is good because it looks like mine. The tier list is good because it looks like mine. I've never spoken to Nano or Diddy, so don't expect any of that. It's not impossible, but don't expect it. Only thing about it, like, I don't feel like I have like anything major to say. It's just interesting how like Gogeta goes from, like, you know, a lot of tiers down, you know. It's just interesting. It's interesting. You know. That's the only thing that I noticed when looking at the tier list. I got shafted LF4 Gia Blue. What unit should I replace him with? I have Super Vegito and UV4. I don't know what characters you have. Corrupted Zamasu is a good option that everybody's using right now. I would normally strike here, but I know what's gonna happen. Probably the guy that they got inspired of me. How's the audio? Is the gameplay and the music loud? Fiendbog, I'd say they do count as Legends content creators. Maybe it's not the best main thing they do, but they definitely do count. This guy's insane. Bro! I think there's lightning here. About time. Bye-bye, GOGETA. Bro telling me rush, question mark, as if I was in the position to rush. Foonbog, I know you haven't watched any of my Sparking Zero videos asking a question like that. Let's strike here. Mid-range strike. My turn. Yo, that's GG's. You got UG4 red 1, should you start saving? Go for one more. No, it's actually pouring. It's pouring. Any Zach manga updates? I saw my neighbor today. I wasn't outside. I was looking outside my window in the kitchen for like a bit. Then I decided to close my window, then she walked past. But she was looking nice though. She was looking nice, I do have to say. She was wearing she had, obviously, I've got the Mangekyo Sharingan, so I see everything in a couple seconds. Like, you can give me 0.2 seconds. I'm scanning the whole build, the player build, creating the character. I've seen it already. She had on slippers, grey joggers, black tank top. You know when they got the black tank top and you see, like, in the movies, they have the bra strap going over and you can see. And the bun was messy. I said, long day. I was like, let me just close my window. Drop my blind. I need to lock in. Oh crap, I didn't pick my units. Long day. Long day. But would you lose? Nah. I'd win. What did I know? He does have equipment. Come on, dog. I'm kind of cooking here. Try! 14-star UG4, you better Hall of Fame defense. Defense! Defense! 14 stars, you can't get nuked. I don't care, bro. You gotta tank this. Astaghfirullah, bro. Where's the redemption arc? Where's the redemption arc? Did I 14 star for nothing? Saving Nameku isn't crazy. You're just assuming that he's gonna be able to kill Vegito. Do not presume you would kill Vegito. Hey! 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 Where the problem at? I wasn't meant to rush, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know him. I wasn't meant to rush, bro. I wasn't meant to rush, bro. I know. I can't even cap. I wasn't supposed to. I can't even cap. I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to, gang. I'll be real. I'll be real. I'll be real. I know I wasn't supposed to. I have to tell him wait, who am I playing? I'm gonna have to tell Brody my fault. My fault. It was Tricool. He's valid. I wasn't supposed to rush him. I already know that. GOGETA 4 getting a blue card on cover change is crazy. What rerun banner do I think is coming? VB. Ultra Vegito blue, and I'm thinking Super Baby 2. By the way, guys, using UG4 at 14 stars, he doesn't feel different from 12 stars. That's probably not what you wanted to hear. Like, his ultimate was already nuking. You know? I feel like the difference is only there if I'm fighting like a 14 star. I mean, if I'm fighting a low star character, like enemy. But the difference isn't major. I thought it would feel like more. I've only played a couple games right now, but it doesn't feel like. Let me lock in, hold on. Oh, there's a membership message. Hold on. I knew he was gonna attack me straight away. You're so greedy. I've caught onto your playstyle. It took me a while, but I finally got there. I'll have you know I'll be the one winning this game. Let me see the membership message. Apps, what's good, bro? W20 months. Somebody was asking for you the other day. I don't remember who, but somebody asked, like, Apple ain't been here for a minute. Whoa, tap the screen. Maybe I should have saved G4. Let's see how we move. I knew it. Can he even one combo me? He's gonna need a blue card, I think. Or a rush, which he probably has. I don't know about God Goku, man. Yeah, he has a blue card. Alright, cool. I reacted a second too slow to his tackle. I expected it as well. I just reacted slowly. That guy damn near was struggling. Good game though. Scary Nillery, I don't know who he was. But GG's, I guess, I don't know. Staying with staying, I still can't help. Ward, good luck, bro. Nah. Hey, look, hey, let me get this summon through. Then let me show you what someone added me in. Is there one more summon? But that was a freebie. Alright, let me show you this. Let me show you this, bro. Someone's going outside. Look at this. Someone emailing saying, you don't know me, I don't know you. It's just a message basically saying that they're upset, basically, from Grace or something. Blood tried to say it was me. I had to wrap that up straight away. On my mother's soul. On my mother's soul. Wrap that, to pack that up. I had to pack that up quick. No delay. No delay. Quickly, quickly, quickly. You're killing. You're killing. Oh. I had to pack that up real fast. On God, that is not me. You're killing. You're killing. Whoever that is down bad. I had to pack that. You're killing. Had to pack it up. What would be cool though, whoever it is, yeah, they're probably so upset. Like, would have been pretty decent to put their name on blast. You're killing. I'm not gonna lie, that's funny though. Whoever that is kind of a glazer. Whoever that is glazing. Whoever that is glazing. On God. Oh, I delayed it. I mean, I did it too early. Alright, gauge count. I can't lie, I've been playing kind of sloppy. I might need to lock in. Oh my God, bruh. As soon as I say that. Oh, that was pretty neat. I didn't do it intentionally though. Motion. I mean, I already said earlier, like, the thing with the tier list is, I'm only curious, like, I looked at his tier list because he posted it on Twitter. I looked at his tier list, and the only thing I was curious about is how GOGETA suddenly shot up in his metric. I'm curious to know why. Because everybody saw the video. When I brought up one good point, he called it a mute point. But now GOGETA's top 3. It's kind of interesting, you know? But the list overall is like similar to mine. It's a good list. So like, I don't think I should react to the whole thing. Because it'll pretty much just be a video of me just like agreeing for the most part. He will stay here on GOGETA. He's saying he's top 3 because of purples and he dodges UG4 gauge but still barely kill him, blah blah blah. Then why is UI so low? He felt obligated to put him there, but he was hurt. That, you know what that sounds like? Obviously, I'm just taking what you guys are saying. But that sounds like, you know when a hater of something is, they know they're wrong, but they just have to let it be. That's what it sounds like. Like, bruh, you could just say he's valid. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like, on God. Ooh, that was a good move. Remy, I'm doing good, bro. Hold play. That play was traumatic. He almost healed back and stopped me. Charge that one to the game. Kevin, what's good, bro?
It's actually kind of boring to be so strong.
I wasn't even gonna stream today. What do I think the next Ultra will be? Cell. So why did I stream? Because I was bored. I would have been doing nothing. And doing nothing isn't fun. And I know some of you guys would have been doing nothing too. So I was like, you know what? Let me lock in for some of the guys. Now you guys are good. I get benefit out of it as well, so I don't need you guys to say thank you for streaming. That was kind of cold. Why can't you open shop? It gives you an error. No idea. This guy's team is glass as hell. I hit his ass there, bro. Clutch. $550, you got one copy of UG4. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a crazy amount of money to spend on Dragon Ball Legends. But do you know what's even crazier? The fact that you just have $550. So I think you're doing pretty good, bro. I think you're doing amazing, actually. Peace, love, and prosperation. I don't even know if that third word's a word. Kit Kat, what's good, bro? That was a good rush. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys saw that tech, but yo, that was a good rush. Oh yeah, I've got an idea. But the guy is asking me to react, right? Flip's sake, I forgot to switch. Want me to transform. I know what I'm gonna do. All right, let me show you. Let me show you. I need to bring up the list. Hold on. Oh crap! I forgot to tap. He's good, man. All right, here's the list, right? I'm only curious about UI. I'm curious about UI, GOGETA, and G4. The rest, I'm not really interested in. I want to know what his reasonings for GB going all the way from, like, I don't even know what his previous one was, 7 or something. Maybe, I don't know. It was pretty low down though. He went from 5 to lower, is what I remember. Even though previously he said it wasn't exactly a top 10, you know what he said. I'm curious for just his reasonings on the yellows. And because GB and G4 both have nullified blast darts, I want to see if he says anything about G4 in comparison to GOGETA. I'm curious about the difference in how he speaks about them. So yeah, that's all. Obviously, it makes sense, common sense, that GOGETA should go up if it's a purple, but like, you know. That's the only thing I'm curious about. Like, Kid Buu, it makes sense, I guess. These two make sense to me. These two make sense to me. CMZ is fine. And like the list is a good list. I've already seen the list, so like we're looking at the list right now. So when do you want to hit the reaction? Do you want to do it now or like in a bit? What do you guys want? Will be brothers. There's some people summoning. I only noticed that now. I can't see the name. It just says O. Later. Alright, we'll do it in like 2030. Expose the summon tech. Oh yeah. It's not really a tech, but it's more like from my experience. From my experience summoning for UG4, I noticed that when I didn't summon all my CC in one go, I got luckier. So spreading out my summons got me luckier from the seams of it. I don't know if that has an effect. It obviously doesn't have an effect because the rates are still the rates. But I got like one copy. I luckily got 2 copies, so I think that's kind of an anomaly. But then I waited. The next time I summoned, I was basically able to get more copies pretty much straight away. In the assumption that I wasn't greedy, if that makes sense. So like, I got him 14 stars within like 5 days. Instead of just summoning all my CC in one day and then spending the money all in one day. I was very patient with it, and it felt like I got luckier. Especially in comparison to the previous Ultras that I've summoned on. Ultra Vegito Blue was like 69k. Ultra Super Vegito was like 70,000. Ultra Gogeta Blue was like 90,000. And I basically used everything I had in one go for those guys. G4 spent me 53,000, which is significantly less than most of those guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like it's gonna guarantee you. My phone died. I'm not saying it's gonna guarantee you summons, but I'm just saying my experience. That's what I noticed got me luckier. In this case, it is insane. Most people 14 star within 60 to 100,000. Most people. So you could even go way more. If you got G4 10 stars, I think you're fine. Unless you specifically just favor him so much, you know. 10 stars is completely fine though, in my opinion. Ward, what's Ward saying? Are robots worth it? If they are, do you have robots? I get all the robots, the silver one and the red one, or the orange one, whatever color it is. My phone's turning on. 1 sec. Riley, you can summon with 1k. If you're free to play, 8-star UG4 is really good. Nice! What button did I press? I didn't expect a GOGETA pull. That was not in my agenda today. Raining. I should probably close my laptop before it gets soaked. The fest is really far away, just letting you know. It's in flipping November. Any tips for 5-star UG4? You might want to build him defensively, broski. Do you like playing more regular PvP or Proud Battle? Regular PvP. But like sometimes switch it up, you know. I think Proud Battle is really fun. Assuming people don't run away. I don't even like this Fusion Warrior team as my best. I like the UVB team more. It's more fun. Do you see this team here? It's just straight fun. I have 16,000 Chrono Crystals. Is GB worth it? Depends on what else you have and don't have. Pride more efficient though. Assuming you're winning, yes. Because if you win one, lose one, and they run away, you did 2 games for no reason. If you win one and then win the second, then it was super efficient. If you win one, lose one, then you lose the third, you basically just hold yourself. You did 3 games just to lose the RP of 1 game. You might as well have just did 1 regular game. It's only if you're winning it's more efficient. Not everybody's gonna be winning.
You are unaware of your
Whisper, never seen the error before, bro. Don't know how to fix that. It lagged there, so when I tried to do the tap attack, it was delayed. That's kind of annoying. So I tapped twice to make sure, and then it held me, making me over tap. How disgusting. Does my G4 have a bit defensive build? No, because he's 14 stars. Lucky. Talk about lucky. Taking his vanish was the best choice. You can use Trunks of Mai. That's actually a good option. That might be a better option, actually. Bruh. His gauge filled auto. I got too comfortable and tried to chain it. Don't ask me why I'm not rushing, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly. Does he have his vanish back? There's no way. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Is it true that he can counter you while locking? Yes. Ibrahim, you're bugging. For two reasons. I usually take Sundays off and I streamed yesterday. So I said I was gonna stream, not gonna stream today, but I did stream. So now we're here. Any means get a bag. Loyalty in Jargana, in my opinion, fusing Super Vegito. The Rising Rush is more important. I'll probably stream this whole week. You should stay in the Discord server, because if I don't stream, I'll announce it there.
You are unaware of your weakness, say.
Could have saved UVB, but let's get that priority, man. Forget everything else. I haven't done TOP yet. I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow. Those 1Ks in the dreams are crazy, bro. Oh, I forgot he gets his vanish back on the... Will he live this? Yikes. What's my opinion on the Euros final? Spain deserved it. England were even lucky to be in the finals, but they still played really good regardless of that fact. Do not presume you can best Zamasu. Triple Zenkai boss coming in clutch. Delito, get in here. Is Broly Fury a good unit? You got him 10 stars. I wouldn't advise using him because he's green. Whoa. Whoa. I turned my neck really harshly and... I didn't know I still had the ultimate. $15,000. I can't even see the name, so I don't know who this is. But 15,000. Have a blast. Something on Ultimate Gohan though is interesting. Why did you take out SV to put Trunks in Mai and now G4 doesn't have a Zenkai buffer? I'm very well aware of that. You're telling me like I didn't do it myself. In this team, Ultra Vegito Blue is getting 4 Zenkai buffs, CMZ is getting 4 Zenkai buffs. The reds do a lot of damage and the only blue in PvP is pretty much Vegito. Even though Vegito is the only blue, CMZ can still push through because he's anti-Saiyan. And G4's 14 star on my team, so it doesn't matter that he's not Zenkai buffed. He will do fine. Take a road trip to Delaware. Oh. Have my device ever removed me from the game? You have to wait 1 hour. Somebody else messaged me about that issue. I think it's a pretty big issue that people are having, but I haven't personally had that issue. If it keeps removing you from games, don't load into more games because you will get banned from the season. These summons are lagging. Happens. He's using a 14 star UG4 as well. He saved the counter. Interesting. I pressed the wrong card. Idiot move. The only way out. Oh, G4. He switched into a bomb coup. What the hell? What was he doing? He just lost the endurance though. He could have just G4'd and he could have just G4'd. That's what I was like. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Like that's an L move. High key should have rushed him. This is how you should be using G4. Bing! You wasn't ready for that full screen, was you? Wasn't in his books today. Okay then, guess it's my turn. Who do I think the festival character will be? Goku Black Zamasu is going to be one of them. Best starts in November. Nice. Damn, he killed me. Here goes. Ultra Vegito Blue versus G4 with one more counter or two. Okay, next play wins. And who's bringing it home? Let's go. Oh crap, I forgot, my fault. Would I ever change the iPad? I don't got iPad money. And I'd rather play on my phone. But I would, but I'd just rather play on my phone. iPad does look good for the content, but it's not comfortable to play on consistently. The Gaming Rider DBL, you might just need to somehow find the solution. I don't have the solution, but like, I don't know, maybe it's your device, update your phone, check for any updates on your device at all, anything. Alfonso, what's good, bro? Yo! This is the triple Zenkai, but this might be the move. Triple Zenkai boss might be the move, chat. Mama! Mama, I'm sorry. I gotta pull you G4. Mama! Mama! Nah. Guys always hanging up on the mumsy and that pick up gang. Auntie. 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 Yo. I thought that was the new Ultimate Gohan. I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I'm the one that's gonna take him down. Mirrors, this is an easy dub if everything goes right on the next play. He has no vanish. That's the tech. That's the tech, baby. That's the tech, baby. Mirrors, what you know about the G4 tech? What you know about the G4 tech? What you know about the G4 tech? Yeah, fair play. Yeah, fair play. What do you know about the G4 tech? Oru wa Son Goku. Demo Vegeta demo da. Pathway is just locked in on the JP. Is that a big ass tennis ball? It's actually a mini basketball with the Monsters Inc. I forgot the character's name. More day, what's good? You're new. You gonna vibe out here if you're a regular guy. But if you're an NPC, you're not gonna like it here. I'll let you know. I'll let you know that for free, ski. Mike Wazowski, that's him. Yes, sir, I bet. W-Mans. I want to take his vanish right now. I want to snatch it from him. Rainbow? Ooh. He switched in UVB there. Let me show you how serious I can get. Bojack is crazy. I really wanted to win that so I could say do not presume. VB lives this. No diff. I'll be shocked if UVB dies here. Well, you're dead. How greedy with G4? Just switch out. Kit Kat, he is. I'm enjoying using CMZ a lot. Do not presume you can best Zamasu. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fumbling. CMZ, can you tank this? No. Lose this tap, I lose the game. You know I had to lock in one time. Let me hit the ult quick. No delay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a very dire position. Can you use my team with a 5-star UVB, 8-star CMZ, and 8-star UG4? You can. It's obviously not going to be as efficient, but he can get his main back. Now this is not good. Valid. Ho ho! Final Kamehameha. Can you please tell me why you're getting killed from PvP matches? I don't know. I don't know. How am I supposed? Oh my god. Need to stop playing with the basketball inside, man. Type of stuff your mom will tell you don't do. I don't know why everyone's getting, like, a lot of people having that issue, so I genuinely don't know. E Dingleberry, good luck, bro. All I can say is just make sure your phone's up to date as much as it can be. Digi, thank you, bro. Hey. One thing they said about the anniversary was that 2 Fusion Warriors is not realistic. The next thing they said is 3 Fusion Warriors is not realistic. Look at where we are, bruh. 3 Fusion Warriors premium value in 1 anniversary. UG4, GB, and FSZ. That is insane. Alright, let me play one more game. 6 more steps. I did my Monday challenges. This guy's team does damage. He's got a 14-star yellow GB too. I'm gonna have to nuke him. Whoa! Whoa! Bro, I tried to sidestep it, didn't register from that point. Didn't know what to do there, man. This guy's got me, I'm not gonna lie. I've already used my UG4 main, CMZ main. Well, my CMZ's gonna die, so he doesn't get to use his main. The only way I can beat him is by rising rushing. Please don't pick strike. You probably pick strike. I need all the damage I can, which is why I didn't pick blue. Let's go. His GB's dead. Okay. Okay. My VB can still take his vanish and one-shot him. Let me cook. Nice. Fuck. I'm so dumb. I took his vanish, and you know what I do? As soon as I switch in, I press a blast card. What's wrong with me? It was so obvious that he was gonna press his main. His last stand. That was the most stupidest play I could have ever done. No cap. I ain't gonna lie, B. I ain't got my license. Alright. We should probably hit this reaction. 40-minute vid. Is it timestamped? Thank God. All right, cool. Let me lock into YouTube mode for this. Remy, boy, 17. All right, cool. Flipping heck, man. Sorry. Okay, we sliding. Okay. My name's Zakashi, guys. Flip's sake. Okay. My name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we're going to be hitting another reaction. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, and I want to put out a disclaimer before we get anywhere into this video. There's no issues going on here. We're just here to see another content creators top 10 list, put some content out on the channel. It's obviously going to be an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 GOGETA tier list. You shouldn't expect anything less. I'm going to look at the tier list. I'm going to give my opinion on only a select things on the list because the video is probably going to be long, but it's not because the video is long. I just like the list, which is what I'm going to show you now. All right, so this is, wait, hold on. All right, so this is the list, and if you've seen my tier list video, it looks similar. So for me personally, I don't feel like there's a need to go through all of the list. I don't mind Kid Buu being here. Ultra Gohan and UI makes sense. I did my list earlier than this, so no one can say I'm riding. This makes sense. Golden Frieza and Super Baby 2. I think I had Super Baby 2 at like 5, but it's fine. Like within this area, it's not a big deal. It makes sense. He also reverted back to the old format from the seams of it, but we're going to watch the intro and see what he says about his format because we do apply his format. You have to apply his logic. You can't just go in with your own premise and then try to lock it in. He might have still a certain idea when going with the tier list. And then the top 3, mine is pretty much the same besides the fact that I don't have Ultimate Gohan within the top 3. I have him a bit lower, but that's not big of a deal as well. I know Ultimate Gohan has good potential without even arguing it. So the list already is completely fine. I don't feel like I need to listen to everything in the list. There are some things that I do want to listen to given that there's been a lot of shifts. For example, Gogeta has now entered the top bracket of the game. So I want to hear his opinion on Gogeta specifically. I do also want to hear his opinion on Ultra UI. I think that would be good as well because he's a yellow. Super Baby 2 and G4. So those 4, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Those 4. The video is about 40 minutes anyways. And just for the preface, I'm a Vegito fan, but I've decided to invest in Gogeta because I know he's good. He's been good since Purple Ultimate Gohan, you know, was meta, literally the last part 2 of the anniversary. He should have been higher on most people's list anyways, or at least in the same position at the minimum, in my opinion. But if I recall, he was a lot lower on Goresh's list previously. So I'm curious to see why Gogeta has moved up. For obvious reason he has. Like, I also think he should be where he is. I just want to know why he's now made the decision for himself personally. Because it's all about him, it's his list, you know. So let's get into it. I have to wear my headphones. I don't really... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can I hear it?
Jumping into a top 10 units list for Dragon Ball Legends is going to be...
I can't hear nothing. Why? Oh, I know why. It's not the sound is low, it's completely off for me.
Jumping into a top 10 units list for Dragon Ball Legends is going to be the July 2024 edition.
Are my headphones even working?
Hey guys, so today we're going to be jumping into a top 10 units list for Dragon Ball.
Oh, my headphones are not working. Watch another vid. No, I'm pretty sure it's my headphones, bro. I can't even hear the Legends audio. Yeah, it's my headphones. Something wrong with them. They're not broken. It's just like it's not connected. Let me put it into the dock first. Hold on. 1 sec. Oh yeah, the viewer summon. I need to leave that VC. Okay, it's working now. I think I flicked the switch the wrong way. That was all. All right. Let me turn it up for you guys. My fault.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be jumping into a top 10 units list for Dragon Ball Legends. This is going to be the July 2024 edition. As per usual, I am going to make some things clear before we jump into the actual rankings. Every character is considered at 14 stars, best teams, best equips, max title boosts. Number 2, every character ranking in this list is going to be their current ranking as of the current meta environment, not who is strictly better than who. Number 3, this list consists of rankings that are entirely of my own opinion. I am basing this rankings off of the standard rating match system, not off of Rating Match Proud. And to go along with the third point here, which is that this is based off of my own experience, matchmaking is still currently not working as intended. It is still currently matching you up with people based upon the region where your account was created, not where you currently are located. So I actually have much more experience with the current meta playing in the NA meta as opposed to the Japan meta. So there is a bit of an inconsistency in terms of this list maybe compared to the list that I made, basically every single list up until this point, because they've all been based in the Japan meta, which is where I live. But because
That's very important to note, to be honest. Since he bases it off his own opinion, you know, if he's in a completely different environment now, he would have a different experience entirely. For somewhat, but I don't know how much it would change for the list.
Account was created in North America. I've been fighting only North American players, or I guess people that live in that region, to where I'd be matching up with them. So I actually have been playing in a different meta than normal. So there may be some different rankings on this list compared to what I've done on the prior list, but that is just simply because of the matchmaking differences. So with those points in mind, let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll start with number 10, and we'll work our way up to number 1. Coming in at number...
All right, we're just going to skip to UI. I'm not going to lie. I want to know his reasonings for the yellow, because that's a drastic change, low-key.
Number 8 next. Number 8 is going to be Ultra UI Goku. So this is going to be a very connected spot on this list, I think, to the Fusing Gogeta Blue spot. If you guys go back to the tier list I made for the last video, this was a few weeks ago. This was the June... because last video I did was not a top 10. It was more of a tier list... a tier list rankings. I'm going back to the original, I guess, format for this video, which is more of a strict ranking, because I think I'm more comfortable doing that with this one. There aren't as many shared spots on this list. But I made a comment in that video saying that it feels to me, based on the designs of both this character and the Fusing Gogeta character, that there really aren't going to be that many situations where I could really see the Fusing Gogeta character having a lot more value than this guy. They're on most of the same teams. They have the same color. They're both yellow. They're kind of doing the same thing where, like, you could even argue that this Goku's lock-in mechanic, the anti-cover change mechanic, is just a better version of the assault chain mechanic that the fused version of the Gogeta Blue has access to. But then they released Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it seems to me, at least, that they almost went out of their way to design Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in such a way that Gogeta would perform incredibly better against him than UI Goku would. UI Goku cannot simply lock Gogeta in and kill him and snipe him with an ultimate. If you are the Gogeta player and you are getting comboed by an opponent Ultra UI Goku, there is no reason to do anything. Like, you don't even need to force the lock-in.
I think he can, only if the gauge isn't full, you know. the gauge takes priority over cover changes. So if it's a cover change, I think UI will snipe. But obviously, in most cases, G4's gauge is going to be full.
I would just say let him combo you, let him activate your gauge, and then once your gauge is activated, at that point you can, I guess, try and force the lock-in, because even if UI Goku would then go for an ultimate, you would counter it with your gauge, and UI Goku wouldn't even be able to rush you, because remember, when Gogeta activates his gauge, when it's filled up all the way, he actually seals Rising Rush. So they really designed the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta character to essentially counter this UI Goku's anti-cover change mechanic. That's not to say that UI Goku still can't hold his own defensively against Gogeta. Obviously, he has type advantage, and the anti-strike gauge is still pretty effective in halting combos preemptively. So it's not like he's a completely dead character. I just think his main asset that he brought to the table in being in like some sort of like super anti-purple sniping character, that tech does not work on Gogeta essentially ever. There, I guess, could be like 1 in 50 fights where you might actually get lucky, and let's say the opponent preemptively swaps with Gogeta, forcing the lock-in. If you have a Rising Rush with UI, you can, I guess, lock-in rush the Gogeta. That could be a situation I could see happening, but in most situations, you're really not going to be able to get that snipe in.
I agree with that. Even though I mentioned earlier it can happen, he just basically elaborated on the fact that it's lucky. I was just being objective with the fact that it can happen.
With UI,
you'd have to be an idiot to swap out UG4 where his counter's not full. I'm not gonna lie, it's such a niche scenario, it's kind of worthless mentioning, but it does exist, so I just spoke about it.
Goku against Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and because of that reason, I think there has been now a significant discrepancy between the effectiveness of this character versus fusing Gogeta. And so again, I'll sort of make the reverse argument that I made in the prior video, where in this current meta environment, I really don't see any value that this guy has over Gogeta, just because of Gogeta's additional value that he has against Gogeta. Even the pre-fuse version Gogeta, the ability to, you know, trigger the gauge, get the counter out of the way, and then just, you know, before you do that, preemptively queue up a tag switch so that you can tag switch immediately and draw a card to be ready to counterattack and be ready to fight against Gogeta after he's locked you in for a few counts upon triggering the gauge. So it's just tough for me to put this guy so much higher up on the list, even though he is technically type advantage over Gogeta, because there's just a better character on most of the same teams as this character that I think is a more effective, you know, tool against the main menace of the game, which is Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But again, not to say this guy certainly won't stick around. I think he's going to age very well with his dodging gauges, with his subcount manipulation, with the green card generation. Not all characters moving forward are going to have such a design that allows them to skate past the anti-cover change mechanic. So you'll definitely see this guy being highly ranked moving forward as well, similar to Gohan. But as of right now, I feel comfortable with him being number 8 here. So let's move on to number 7 next.
I don't have anything to say, to be honest. Like, I had him at a similar space, pretty much the same space. Everything he said was pretty much accurate. It fits the situation in PvP. There's no real, like, elaboration needed, you know? I don't think I'll need to listen to Golden Frieza. Actually, I low-key will, because I remember him saying something about the comeback.
Okay, so for number 7 and number 6, I have a shared spot between Ultra Golden Frieza and Super Baby 2. It was pretty tough for me to decide on who I wanted to put higher. I ended up making this a swappable position. If you were going to ask me who I think would be higher, I think I probably would say Ultra Golden Frieza, but it's not by a lot. I would say that Baby right now definitely has the superior teams, because GT just got a monstrous buff with the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I think Golden Frieza easily has the better individual kit. The thing to me that I would give the edge to Golden Frieza with, like that for me at least would put him ahead of Baby.
He's not wrong about the individual kit.
Would simply be the fact that you can't get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta cannot one-shot this character with an ultimate. I've had a lot of instances where even like 8-star Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas are literally from full health one-shotting my Baby. Like, Baby is a very strong character, and he's one of the better counter. I would say he's the second best counter in the game right now, actually, to Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But that doesn't mean Gogeta can't simply one-shot him with an ultimate. Gogeta's ultimate is just insane. I
feel like Gogeta one-shots everybody, you know? he doesn't care who you are, you know. At the bare minimum, Super Baby 2 being yellow is a plus. But even if you're Frieza or Baby, you're getting one-shotted. The only difference is Golden Frieza's gonna come back and, you know, hit his second life. So I wouldn't say him one-shotting Baby is a downplay or a point kind of worth mentioning, because he's gonna one-shot everybody. G4 gets one-shotted by G4. CMZ gets one-shotted, you know. Even Gogeta Blue gets one-shotted, and he's way higher on the list. Everybody gets one-shotted, you know. He don't care. He don't give a damn, you know. But obviously the comeback, you know, is obviously valid.
One of his, I would say it's his second best tool besides his unique gauge. The ridiculous, just almost Rising Rush style ultimate. So the fact that Frieza has one of the only tools in the game that isn't really that affected by the ultimate, the comeback mechanic. Like, comeback and indestructible are really the only two mechanics in the game that aren't severely hindered by Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's ultimate, right? The only thing that'll happen is your first life will get taken away, and then Frieza will do significant damage back to Gogeta. I actually...
He has a counter.
I think that's pretty important, and I haven't really seen many people talking about the comeback damage on Gogeta, because that damage, that will rack up a lot of damage on Gogeta, and it won't progress his gauge to fill up any more than it has already filled up until that point, because that damage doesn't trigger the gauge to fill up. So that is pretty important to remember. Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta typically is a character that you're kind of like whittling down throughout the course of the fight. He's not really somebody that you're killing in one hit unless you're rising rushing him, or unless you're hitting him with your own Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta ultimate. What happens typically is you get him low, he fills his gauge up, you pop the gauge, you get him low, he fills his gauge up, you pop the... Like, it's kind of like a boss character almost. And
Maharaga!
Frieza, I think, is a character where
Save
he's
me!
on a very juiced setup, and you give him a lot of... I guess you make him the center of your attention a lot of times. He is one of those like super offensive characters that sort of can just kill him with an ultimate or something like that. With a blue card, could do tons and tons of damage.
Obviously, you have to remember, I'm gonna try to be very strict here. He said it's based on his own experience. If it wasn't, fairs, but it is. And I think that actually says a lot, because you know how casually he says, he said casually, so casually in passing, you would put Golden Frieza as the center around your team. Who's using Golden Frieza as the center of their team today? If you're doing that, I can't lie, bugging. Cause what the hell? Why are you optionally picking Golden Frieza? As in, like, obviously opinionated you can subjectively, but like, why would you choose to use Golden Frieza as the center of your team? I'm not saying he's bad, but G4's right there. Do you know what I mean? Even the other day, I proved that UGF is still insane. I have a 5-star UGF, and I Zenkai buffed him 5 times. He was hanging with a 12-star UG4, sorry, like it was no tomorrow. But it's more so the choice of using UGF right now, which is obviously just a bias. It's not the case that he's actually like meant to be a center of playstyle right now. It's more so just either that's your only choice or it's a bias. Because there's really no reason why you wouldn't be using UG4 over Golden Frieza. That's how I see it anyways. I think most people see it that way as well. That's why you don't see Golden Frieza right now in PvP. So yeah, I guess he's not gonna do bad if you use him, but to act like you would be using him is kind of, you know.
Golden Frieza's team's simply worse though than Baby's teams are, and just Baby having type advantage, having the gauge that will stop the combos earlier on in the fights, I think a lot of times is going to be more important than what Golden Frieza contributes early on. But I think there are pros and cons to both characters. I think Baby, again, is in a better spot in terms of meta right now than Frieza, but Frieza specifically against Gogeta with the ability to not care as much about that ultimate. Like, if you're using Frieza and your opponent is using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, your opponent is going to be very hesitant to just pop the main ability and ult you, because they always know that that freeze is like right there.
I agree with that tenfold.
In your back pocket. That's not going to be affected by the anti-revive, because comeback is not treated the same as revive. Whereas with Baby, Gogeta at any point can simply just pop the main ability and ult, and you just gotta hope that they're not strong enough to one-shot your Super Baby 2 from full health, which has happened to me many times. I've gotten my Baby one-shot from full health many times. So,
Mike, for your sake and other people, I hope you guys aren't misinterpreting my point, because that's happened before. I'm not saying whether you want to or not. If you want to, go ahead and he's gonna perform. I'm saying, if you had a gun to the back of your head, hypothetically, and you had to choose somebody to use in PvP, if you're picking Golden Frieza, you're glazing, because UG4 is just better. You know, that's the full stop. Nobody's optionally choosing in that situation to make Golden Frieza a priority over UG4. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all. The option is good, but better, obviously not. And most people are not centering their team in this meta around Golden Frieza.
Baby's a very good character, and I think he is able to do well. Like Baby, you can have his full gauge active. You can actually snipe Gogeta's out with Baby's ultimate, but a lot of times...
That's some facts.
Remember, even Gogeta defensively is type neutral if he's had his disrupt activated at half health. So Baby's effective, but it's not always consistent. Whereas I think, again, the comeback on Golden Frieza is probably, I think, just a little bit too strong to have Baby and Golden Frieza on the exact same footing, which is why I personally, I think, would put Frieza a little bit higher. But I think there are definitely instances where Baby will look better than Golden Frieza, and especially just in terms of teams, he looks better. So, again, it's tough to really say one over the other. That's why I made this a shared spot. But you guys can let me know who you think right now is better. I think they're both in a pretty good spot right now. But I think as soon as Golden Frieza starts to get better teams, better characters that work with him, I could see him starting to pull away from Baby. Because Baby right now is in a very, very good spot. There really is only one incredibly powerful red character floating around right now, which is Fusion Zamasu. Who's pretty common. I mean, I think he's definitely more common in my experience on NA, and I think the reason why is just because people have higher stars on him than other characters, whereas on JP everybody just has everything at 14 stars or high, at least 12 stars. So it doesn't really matter as much, whereas in NA people have lower stars on newer characters. So Zamasu in comparison I think just looks better on NA than in the JP environment. But this is number 6 and number 7 on the list. We have Golden Frieza and Super Baby 2 as a shared spot. Let's go ahead and move on to number 5.
I don't really feel like this is like a big deal, the switch. A lot of you guys were saying like he's glazing, he has a bias to Frieza. We already know he has a bias to Frieza because Frieza is his favorite character. I personally don't think he was glazing. He, in this segment, spoke a lot about individual value, and he uses the individual footing to push Golden Frieza in front of Super Baby 2 just slightly. But he's open enough to understand that it could be interchangeable. Now, if you're asking me personally, I don't feel like this is a debate, because Super Baby 2 has the team argument, which is just way beyond. You know, his element is really good, and he also argued that he said, oh, there's only one red, and that's CMZ pretty much, right? So if you take all of that, he's on Saiyans. If you want to be weird, you can use him on Regen. At the current moment, Regen's not that top tier, but it's decent. You can use him on GT. You can really force him on Saiyans because he has these tags. He has all these team options, but somehow Golden Frieza's one team where he's the center of the team is powerful opponents, which Super Baby 2 is also on that team, slightly makes Golden Frieza to put ahead of Super Baby 2. I feel like if you really lay everything out that he said verbally on paper, there will be a higher stack for Super Baby's argument than Golden Frieza's argument, but he will just push the individual value to make it that he's better than Super Baby 2. That's how I interpreted what he said with my own opinion. Individually, I'm not against these two being swappable, but the team option just blows it out the water, in my opinion. The element option too blows it out the water, in my opinion, but it's not as ridiculous as people might feel. I think it's fine. let's get to... We want to see 4-3, which is Gogeta, so we're going to skip CMZ.
To number 4. Okay, so I once again have a shared spot at number 3 and 4. I think once we get to the top 4, there is a pretty big jump. Well, I don't know if it's a massive jump, but there is a bit of a jump between 5 and then the rest of the list moving upwards here. So I have Purple Ultimate Gohan and Fusing Gogeta Blue at 3 and 4, respectively. For this spot, to me, these guys, I mean, it's really hard to compare these characters because they're both really doing different things. Gogeta, I mean, I mentioned a lot of what this guy's value is during the UI Goku spot, who's number 8 on this list. With the release of Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it really does feel like he was designed to be weak to Blue Gogeta. It really does feel that way. I think yellow characters are in super high demand right now. There's a lot of really meta viable purples. We have Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Golden Frieza. And I think there are only 2 red characters I really see running around, which, I mean, aka running around. I mean, I only really see one running around who I'd say is Fusion Zamasu. I see the occasional Super 17. I see the occasional Supreme Kai. Other than that, like, what other red characters are we even fighting? Like, none. There's like no, it's like no other red units. But Gogeta Blue, I think, is in a really good spot. He is able to do a lot of damage. I think the pre-fused version of the character, I've never downplayed or talked negatively about the pre-fused version of the character. I think they've always been incredibly strong. Them killing green cards is actually really, really annoying. I'm sure at this point you guys have experienced that as well. Whenever the pre-fused Goku and Vegeta use a green card, they destroy the enemy's green cards, and that actually really does matter. It kills Gogeta's AoE greens. It kills Ultimate Gohan's Vanish Restoration green cards.
It stopped me from being able to synchro with Vegito. That gets me so tight.
Killing opponent like Super Vegito pre-fused green cards can mean they can't swap in and out, so it really does matter a lot. I think the tank job this character is able to do against Gogeta is probably as good as you could hope for from any character. There's really no one else that can tank as well against Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as Fusing Gogeta Blue. Don't forget that the most important thing to remember,
the only person that can tank better from G4 against, like, instead of GB, would be G4. Because he gonna counter that crap.
remember, is the assault chain mechanic can actually bypass Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's gauge. I think the assault chain has gained a lot of value, but I will maintain my thoughts that it should still have been better. I still do not think the assault chain mechanic is as good as it should have been.
I can agree with that.
But certainly it has gained a lot of value from the release of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with his gauge. However, I will say that there have been a lot of instances when I've been using Gogeta Blue or when I've been fighting opponent Gogeta Blues that have been assault chaining my Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or I've been assault chaining the opponent's Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. I mean, it's just, remember, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at half HP goes permanently type neutral defensively, and he has a tough, like Gogeta with the assault chain has a tough time finishing off the opponent's Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a lot of times. It's because you're not drawing cards, and when you're not sidestepping to drawing more cards, like, it's just, you have what you have in your hand, and once that is done, your combo is done and you can no longer progress. So again, has he gained a lot of value? Absolutely. I think this character is a lot better than he was even on release, but he should have been better, I think, still. But still, I have him in the top 3/4. So he's in a really good spot right now. I think this is probably the best spot we're ever going to see him in, unless like the next release also is like a like a strike unique gauge, like purple unit. Like I don't really see how he can really gain a lot more value from where he is right now. This is like one of the premier characters to use in this meta. So Gogeta's of course really good. But then Ultimate Gohan, I think you can kind of put him in like a different bucket from the rest of the characters we're going to talk about here, because he has a lot of defensive utility that most of the other characters don't have. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like a different level altogether, but like this guy kind of reminds me of like Blue 17-ish, but he's a lot more offensively capable than Blue 17 was on release too. The fact that he's removing buffs, the fact that he has uncancelable endurance when the enemy rushes, when the enemy ultimates, when the enemy blue cards.
Offensive blue 17, absolute menace right here. Ultimate Gohan, I'm not gonna lie.
And pairing him up with other characters on your team that have endurance means that they can't die from those effects as well. I think this is a character where we're going to see him just be thrown onto leader slots of a lot of teams moving forward. Like just throwing, I think just throwing this guy on like leader slot for Fusion Warriors is probably what you want to do. Honestly, that's what I'm considering.
Don't take that advice. Don't take that advice, because you have to remember this brother has everything at 14 stars. From my perspective, as I be spending money, but not all my units are high stars. If you think your 5-star Ultimate Gohan is just gonna be put on leader slot and he's gonna be defensively good, bro, you're getting cooked. I'm not gonna lie. That is the 40-star experience versus the 5-star experience. Completely different game. If you put Ultimate Gohan on leader slot at 5 stars, you might be a little bit shaky. You might be a little shaky. I think that was a very, like, I'm not gonna lie, he's trying to jam you. I feel like that wasn't thought well enough. I'm not gonna lie. You with your 5-star Ultimate Gohan, your 8-star maybe UG4, and your, I don't know, 8-star GB, getting fried. Getting fried. No defenses. You gotta be careful, man. At 14 stars, say less. But at the 5-star level, 8-star, you're not cooking. You're not you're killing. You're Yo! You're not making it out the hood with that team. I'll tell you that for the free ski. I've melted too many Ultimate Gohans that are just trying to be put on leader slot. It's not safe.
Considering for my god rank this season is just taking this guy, throwing him on leader slot for Fusion Warriors, and running like Gogeta and fusing Gogeta or something as the team. Like, that team is absurd. That team is ridiculous. You could obviously throw on blue Gogeta there as well. So this guy's super flexible. The blue card generation, the green card generation, his ultimate, like his ultimate with the drop combo tech, it's not as strong as Gogeta's for sure, but it's pretty close because it also is type neutral. I have fought many Gogeta Blues with this Gohan, and Gohan has straight up one-shot from full health fused Gogeta Blues with his ultimate. That's how strong this thing is. So this guy can do a lot. He's very versatile. He's very flexible. He can be thrown on a lot of different teams in the leader slot. And I see this guy aging very well moving forward. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about with him is going to be how well he's able to just sit there and tank combos, which is kind of similar actually to...
I told you, he's trying to jam you. If him at 14 stars is worried about being able to tank combos, what do you think your 5-star Gohan's gonna do? Huh? He's dead. He's dead. He's not making out the hood. It's over. It's over, bro. It's actually completely over. Shutdown. Goresh at 14 stars with all 14-star bench and 14-star LF in his whole box ultra is worried about defenses. And he's telling that's what you want to do on leader slot. Hell nah. Your 5-star Ultimate Gohan's not making it out the hood. I'm sorry. Rewire your brain and think correctly, because you're not him.
Blue 17. That was one issue that I had with Blue 17 when he first dropped, is how well does he actually tank? And that was, I think, something that contributed to his eventual fall off. Right, Blue 17, I think I would consider him to be okay. He's just okay right now. But to be just okay this far after his release, a year and a half, like that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So I think this guy should age very similarly to him. And this is what I have for spots 3-4 again, or /4. You can put them in either order. It doesn't really matter to me. But let's move on to number 2 next.
Taking the guys that told me to watch this video, yeah, and they gave me opinions on what Goresh was speaking about when referring to Gogeta Blue. He didn't downplay him. He just didn't talk about him a lot, basically. He didn't go through anything in his kit, and he simply just said, the Strike Assault should have been better. That's it. He mostly just explained again why his Strike Assault is good right now, but then he also explained that sometimes it doesn't kill because you're not drawing cards, which I also agree with. It's basically the best option you have when there's no other options besides G4, you know? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. You know, he didn't add enough good points in my opinion. That's the one thing I would say. For example, he didn't mention the vanish back on the main ability. I think that's a very good point. He didn't mention the fact that Gogeta can also go type neutral when his gauge empties for about 2-3 timer counts, I believe. That's like, he didn't mention enough good points. I feel like it felt like it was kind of just, he was more stuck on trying to explain why the strike assault isn't good enough, which most people already know and accepted, you know. So for the most part, it's like his placement is correct. Like I said, I already agreed with his placement. I think it's correct in my opinion anyways. He could have obviously elaborated more, but it felt like he like kind of just wanted to keep it neutral to stick on his main point about the strike assault not being tough enough. Strike assault is the best option right now to counter G4. It could obviously be better, which I also agree with. But I don't think there's anything else. Like Ultimate Gohan, I feel like the main things he spoke about was his solo value again, and you have to leader slot him. I don't know how leader slotting Ultimate Gohan is like more valuable than CMZ, who's on like the main fusion team, especially while he's playing in NA. It seems kind of like, what's the word? Slightly disingenuous, because if his experience is based on NA and he gassed up the fact that CMZ, you're seeing him a lot in NA, he's literally on the fusion team with the best characters in the game. He should be maybe one slot higher, in my opinion. But then he brought up the in comparison to the JP queue, you know, when his basis is the NA queue. So for me, it kind of felt like he was referring to his old experiences, even though this tier list is based on his NA experience, which doesn't correlate in a straight line. Am I being ridiculous for saying that, or do you guys hear what I'm saying? Maybe I am, but it was just my thought on what he said. If you're on the best team in the game and you're being used consistently, I think you should be slightly higher. But I'm not like mad at the order that much. That's just me personally on how I'm viewing it. It's much easier to give an opinion when you're like re-watching something. But if you're going to use your front foot of like, you know, how teams are built in the JP servers, when you're basing it off the NA servers, you're seeing CMZ a lot. So you should put him in this bracket, or at least one over the guy that has to be leader slotted and you're concerned about him tanking, you know, referring to Ultimate Gohan. But GB's fine. I just wanted to elaborate on the CMZ GB Fusion Warrior position. Ultimate Gohan, I feel like his individual value is also something that's bringing him up, you know. He's carrying Ultimate Gohan's individual value for why he can be top 3-4 on the list. And that's okay. I personally don't agree that he should be on that standard, but I can't disagree for the individual value. Let's get to one now. Now, what I'm looking for here is if he mentions the Nullify Blast Arts, because like I said earlier, he didn't bring up the good points. Enough, in my opinion, enough good points about Gogeta Blue as Gogeta Blue. So if he brings up the Nullify Blast Arts about G4, I think that's enough like leeway to say there's somewhat of a bias here against GB because he felt the Strike Assault should have been better. Me personally, I'm not a Gogeta defender, but if I'm gonna be real about it, you know, let's just see though.
Move on to number 1. All right, so coming in at number 1 on the list, we have Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, to the surprise of absolutely nobody. This guy is absolutely obscene. I don't really think you guys need me to tell you everything he does. He's essentially in every single match. I mean, at least that I've played since he's dropped. Everybody's using him. There really is no like crazy counter to this guy. I mean, yeah, you can make the argument that fusing Gogeta Blue is counter to this guy. You can make the argument that Baby counters him, UI Goku, all those yellow characters. But you could just as easily...
I'll be real, yeah. You see Baby? Baby gauge full ultimate. Headlock. He's got him like this. I'm not gonna lie. Baby's gauge full ultimate lock. Flipping heck, man. Scary. Scary.
One shot everyone with this guy's ultimate. I think when they when they first showed this character, I think they probably spent a little bit too much on his gauge. Like, his gauge is probably the single most oppressive thing about this character. But, like, the ultimate on this, like, what were they thinking with the ultimate damage that this guy does? It is basically a rush. I have had 8-star Gogetas on the opponent's team one-shot my 14-star baby that's like Zenkai buff, now like 3.5 million.
That happened to me literally the other game. I was like, oh, I thought my UG4 was 14 stars. I guess I wasted all those CC for nothing. Or it's just that G4 in general is too much.
Health, like, it honestly feels that it's almost a Rising Rush level attack, the ultimate. And not only is it doing as much damage as it does, it destroys your hand. It's going to lower your Dragon Balls by 3. It has an anti-revive mechanic, which makes you revive with 70% less health. What? Like, if you go through the list that I have on this video, the top 10 characters, who is surviving an ultimate from this character? There are 2 units on this list that would survive an ultimate from this character. The first one's Golden Frieza, because it was come back. And then the second one is Ultimate Gohan, assuming he's switched in at that time. Right, Ultimate Gohan will destroy Gogeta, will remove Gogeta's buff effect, so the anti-endurance effect will actually not be there anymore.
I agree with those things, by the way. The individual value of Golden Frieza and his comeback. Also, he's going to punish you for punishing him. And then on top of that, Ultimate Gohan, he's going to lose his whole bar, but he's still going to be alive, you know. So that's obviously a good point.
So Ultimate Gohan and Golden Frieza would be the only 2 characters on this entire top 10 list that would survive an ultimate from this guy. And that's not even, I mean, the gauge, this character has really the first unique gauge that like directly power creeps special cover change nullification. And it even works against blues. It even works against ultimates. So the strategy that I like to use with Gogeta, and of course it's going to depend on the situation. It's not like this is a thing where it's like, oh, you always have to do this. It's going to be situationally dependent. Is typically, if I have the chance to do this, I like to get the gauge set up with this character and then switch. And so that my opponent, who's also using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta 9 out of 10 times, can't simply just ultimate whenever they want. Right, your Gogeta with this gauge up on standby will serve as a deterrent to your opponent's Gogeta to not ult. Because if the opponent's Gogeta then goes for an ultimate, you can nullify that with your own Gogeta by switching in and cover changing and stopping the ultimate.
Very important that you don't waste his untouchable counters, bro. You fill it up, like what he's explaining is common sense. Well, at least to me. But obviously, his cover change, his counter takes priority over cover changes, which is when he switches in, the counter will go off and stop ultimate artists, which is basically what he's explaining.
So there's that. There is just, I mean, again, I mentioned this earlier in this video, but this guy essentially feels like a boss, like a raid boss or something. You don't, well, I guess you could like one-shot him from full health. It is very uncommon and rare to do that. More often than not, you're chipping away. You're chipping away, you're activating his gauge, you're getting rid of the charge. You're chipping away, you're activating his gauge, you're getting rid of the charge. And you're just doing this constantly throughout the fight. So instead of it taking, you know, 1, 2, or 3 priorities to kill this character, it's taking 3, 4, or 5 priorities to kill this character, which is a lot higher than the average, which makes this guy as good defensively as he is, even though he doesn't have like endurance or revive or anything like that. So I don't really have anything negative to say about this character. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind, I guess there's 2 things. The first one is that his AoE green card is a long animation, which thank God it is. I don't even want to imagine what it would be like fighting against this character if it was a short animation AoE green card like Ultra Gohan has. And then the second thing is he is not immune to attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So things like Kid Boo's card draw speed down, things like fusing Super Vegeto's card draw speed down, Kid Goku from GT Goku's Solar Flare can actually immobilize this character, and you could get a free Rising Rush off on him from that point. But those are very, very minor things that I think I'm actually glad are applicable, because like we're getting to a point where like there has to be some kind of flaw in each character. We can't just be releasing characters that actually have no flaws. When they're introducing mechanics like this guy does with this gauge and with how strong his ultimate is, I'm kind of glad that they gave him some of those flaws, because otherwise it would be much more of a nightmare. It would kind of remind me of like Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, just with how annoying he is to fight. This guy can certainly feel annoying to fight. I won't disagree with that, but yeah, I don't really think there is an argument, at least in terms of just rankings on this list. I don't think there is an argument to have anybody else in this #1 spot than Go. Like, I can't think of any character. Fusing Super Vegito is cool, but you gotta at least invest in them to be able to fuse. And then it's like, is the fused Super Vegito even as good as this character? Ultimate Gohan provides a lot of utility to the team. He's a flexible character. You know, he's doing all these things. He's not on this guy's level, I don't think. Gogeta Blue got a lot better after this guy released. And I think Gogeta Blue can definitely pose a big issue for this character. But this guy could very easily turn around an Ultimate and one-shot them very fast. So I feel very, very confident about having this character at #1 on the list. And that is going to round out the top 10 that I am going to have for my July top 10 characters list. There might be a second July top 10, depending on if we get an LF release that warrants being in here. But just to quickly recap the list, we have #10, LF Zenkai Kid Buu. #9, we have Ultra Super Saiyan.
I'm just going to wait till the end just in case.
Gohan, Teen Gohan, whatever. #8, we have Ultra UI San Goku. #6 and 7 were a shared spot between Ultra Golden Frieza and LF Super Baby 2. #5, we have Zenkai LF Fusion Zamasu. #3 and 4 were also a shared spot between Fusing Gogeta Blue and LF Purple Ultimate Gohan. #2 was Fusing LF Super Vegito, and then #1 was Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Let me know what you guys think of the rankings down below. Do you agree or disagree with any of these placements? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will...
All right, we're done there. Cool. Let me give my thoughts. Let me bring up the tweet again. All right, so to basically round it off, out of the whole list, I already said at the start I like the list. Ending off the video, I still like the list. It's not that big of a deal. There was some nitpicks based on his reasoning, but it's really nitpicks. Like I'm really just looking at the consistency, you know. When you're watching somebody else's tier list, it's much easier to critique and have your opinion, but making it's obviously much harder. I don't have issues with anything on the list, honestly, to be honest, in an overall sense. But I already said based on his reasonings, there was things that I did want to nitpick about, you know, for consistency purposes. The only one thing that I will mention that he didn't mention at all, maybe he just doesn't value it, and he didn't mention it last time. He doesn't care about, or maybe, let me not say he doesn't care, but it wasn't brought up, so I can't judge how he feels about it, you know? From, like, I give my opinion, I mean. So, Gogeta and G4, they nullify blast arts, you know? Not, you know, they're not blast armor. They legit go through it, similar to Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, you know? With G4, it's very important. Maybe it's a tech he hasn't discovered yet. But if you have your counter, you can press the blue card, get your vanish back from the blue card, you'll nullify blast arts, and then if they attack you immediately after them vanishing, because you did a blue card from long range, and you take no damage from their blast, you will then activate your counter and lock them in. That gives you a free room, about 2-3 seconds, to lock in and rush or ultimate, you know? It just makes way more sense to, like, at least mention it for value in terms of text. Maybe he hasn't mentioned, like, discovered it, or he just doesn't value it at all. But even in the previous tier list, like, Gogeta having Nullify Blast is actually pretty good, especially for the amount that he complained about Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan having anti-blast, you know, on the blast, anti-blast armor. So it's kind of like, there's a solution that exists to some issues, and there's also now a tech that can be combined and giving you a free kill, but like there was no mention of it, so I'm just going to assume he doesn't know about it. But maybe he does and just forgot. Like I said, it's much easier to make a list, to judge a list when somebody else has already made it for you and you can give your opinion. But like I said, the list is still like pretty good. I had a similar list, so I like the list as well. I don't have any complaints with it, honestly. Like I said, besides from the minor nitpicks. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's fine though, overall. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It was pretty cool reaction. I just reacted to the major parts that I was looking forward to based on people asking me to continuously react to this, you know, video. It was a cool time. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. No, I did not react to GOAT's tier list. We could do that tomorrow. Vision, in my opinion, having Kid Buu on the list isn't an issue. But when GT is a 10 times, not 10 times, it's at least 2 times better than powerful opponents right now. I think we should just, Bomb Q makes more sense. I've also seen more Bomb Qs than Kid Buu's, me personally. And the endurance factor with plus buff cancellation is very valuable. If he kills one person, he can lock in and get a kill too. Kid Buu is just like, you know, the endurance is good, but he doesn't cancel buffs. It doesn't make sense where he's not meshing with teams. The powerful opponents is strike based and he's range type, you know. Super 17 is not even here. So who's Kid Buu bearing with? Vision. I'm not disputing his individual value, but if you really assess it for what it is, outside of his individual value, the team doesn't make sense. His element does make sense, kind of. But he's range type, so PO is strike based. He's kind of messing up the team alone. Super 17 is not in the top 10, so why is he here? And then if we look at it, GT has 2 units that are absolutely clear of Kid Buu in the top 10. GT for Bomb Q being there makes so much more sense. So you saying automatically is better than mine, why is Bomb Q there? And you heard my reasoning, you know? I don't have an issue with Kid Buu being there. I'm just explaining why I have Bomb Q there. I already said I don't have an issue with Kid Buu being there. But to say that Bomb Q not being top 10 is ridiculous. I think he could be in someone's top 10. I'm not saying he has to be in yours, but to say he couldn't be at all is, in my opinion, ridiculous. Especially with the reasons that I gave, they're irrefutable. They're irrefutable. Boost does play a role. Zenkais get a lesser boost, if I'm not mistaken. If you look at the boost information, if you're Zenkai Awakened, it's not as much as a non-Zenkai character. You see, if you're non-Zenkai, you get 20% and 15%. If you are Zenkai, you only get 8%. So the boost it has, the impact it has, is not as great as if it wasn't a Zenkai. So Kid Buu being on the boost isn't that big of a buff, in my opinion, in comparison to if he wasn't a Zenkai. It's also a reason why you wouldn't really bring... I'm not saying not bring that up, but that's something you should value. That's straight up, like... My reasonings are irrefutable. You can't deny them. But again, I'm also not saying Kid Buu can't make the top 10. I think Kid Buu being on the list is fine. It's not that big of a deal. I saw a lot of people have him there. I just personally wouldn't have him in mind when I know how valuable GT is. Like, in some cases, individual value is enough to, like, overpower on the tier list. But I don't want to frontline individual value when there's such a dominant team in the meta, which is Fusion Warriors. And GT obviously having insane individual value, you know? What about LF Gammas? No comment. I was thinking to leave a comment. Should I leave a comment? Or should I just say, F it, we ball? I don't know what to say, actually. I don't have anything to say, to be honest. The list was fine. AATYFF. If you looked at his comment section, a lot of people generally agreed with what I said. It was more so an misinterpretation from his opinion. Clearly a misinterpretation, I'm not gonna lie. If you took a second to actually read what I said, then you would have understood what I said, you know? And if you're telling me not to comment because you think he's gonna cook me, you're a dick sucker. Because are you so scared? You're so scared of Goresh's opinion over you? It holds so much weight. If you seriously think that you are a glazer, you know, you shouldn't put content creators on pedestals. AATYFF, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. But I'm just saying in general, in case somebody actually believes like they think like that. Glazing. I be timing out people for glazing me. That is crazy. I can't have people being hive-minded in my chat. I can't have it. It actually gets me so tight. Like, if you have your own opinion, that's better. But if you're just glazing me because I said it, please stop. You need to form your own opinions. Don't glaze me. I'll time you out. Don't glaze me. I will time you out. I'm gonna say thoughts on blast nullification on Ultra Super Saiyan 4 GOGETA. There's major tech that can be combined. There's a major tech that can be combined with the counter, allowing you to get a guaranteed rush or ultimate off to take out the enemy. Tyler, there's no beef. Obviously, people are just entertaining it, you know. Mention what tech or he might get confused. That's a lot of writing. If he doesn't know, he just don't know bull. That's how I see it. You know, if you go through with the blue card, they hit you. If he doesn't know it, he doesn't know bull. Guys that know bull know bull. I'll just write, if you don't know about it, that's cool. I'll just edit that. No, guys, one of your most anticipated units on release will not be on this list, and you know why. Why are you guys hawking the video looking for my comment? Nah, the guys went, yep. Boop. Guys hit the like instantly. 47 seconds. Flipping hell. Flipping hell, man. I'm not mentioning Gogeta Blue because the comment isn't about Gogeta Blue. There's no Gogeta Blue tech. Also, I'm not gonna watch the comment video. So if he brings me up in the comment video, someone tell me. Someone, it's one of you guys. If no one tells me, I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna see it. I'll be real. On God, I won't see it. Why won't I watch it? I'm not checking for it. That's the thing. As in, if somebody tells me, because then I will know. I need somebody to tell me, then I will know. Do you get? And then I'll check it based on someone telling me. I should have just done the strike. If I was going to let him hit me anyways. I just realized me and Playbox didn't do a video this time. Damn. Okay, I'm feeling the 14 stars this time. Flip's sake. You think you can finish season 1 of JoJo's in one night? Season 1, if you're just talking about Jonathan Joestar, it's only like 10 episodes. Vegito is such a cheater, bro. I'm gonna make a video, yeah. I'm gonna make a video coming up here. It's gonna be top 5 cheat codes in ranked PvP to guarantee wins. It's gonna be such a disgusting video. Do you remember, some of you guys remember back in the day, I made that video on Hercule Instinct with using Hercule, I think it was Hercule, Ultra Super Gogeta, and somebody else. And then everybody started using it in PvP. There was like a pandemic. It was like a pandemic in PvP back then. There's some cheat codes that you can use. There's the UVB one. ADGG's, bro. There's the UVB one. There's the there's the G4 one. You can use some Rise and Rush text with Vegito, as in blue fusing Vegito. Why am I seeing a horse throw up? Can a team with FSZ 6 stars, UG4 5 stars, Ultimate Gohan 7 stars compete in top ranks? If you have 3 fusions, you can compete full stop. This team is disgusting. The amount of Zenkai buffs going into these two. It's base. Hey, doesn't this remind you of something? This is looking like... Do you guys remember Golden Frieza with Super 17 and Cell? This is what this team look like. It's the exact... Hey. Reincarnation. The next avatar. You could also have Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super 17, and Cell. That team went crazy as well. Just dance, tryna be okay. You wasn't expecting that strike, was you? Simon says jump. Good boy. You're a very good boy. Thank you for the counter. Hytham, take care, bro. How do I get more rare medals so I can upgrade my equipment? You need not rare medals, you need equipment medals. And they're very difficult to come by, unfortunately. I took his vanish. The UVB tech. The UVB tech. How greedy. How greedy. Yuck. Yuck. How greedy. Those players are gourmet. 5-star restaurant. Ugh. Yuck. Mikey, 1 second. Let me read. Zach is 5-star. UG. Bro, any team with three Fusion Warriors can compete. If it has CMZ, G4, GB, and Vegito. Any of those 3 out of 4, it can compete. Trust me, dog. Alright, how long have I been streaming? AD, my fault, bro. Enjoy a gaming session with Pokimane, one of the top streamers in the industry. Play your favorite games and share an unforgettable experience. You have to pay $2,550. That's the latest bid. This is nasty work, bro. That is nasty work, bro. We have more auctions open today. I'm scared to see how much this goes for. Gaming session with Pokimane. Immune deficient. Oh, it's for donations. That's valid. That's valid. It's for charity. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. These phase guys are tweaking, bro. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Look at the replies on my comment. If guys are being weird under the comments, I'm gonna delete it. Oh, they're not that bad. Nah, they're being weird, but they're not that bad. Okay, let me lock in on this game. Bad decision in my opinion, because I could pick this. Probably a blast arts. How much RNG do I have? Whoa, 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 backflow like that? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to delete that. This guy's backfloat game is crazy. I'm not even like locking in properly. Perfect. That rush was a waste. Yeah, he should have just ulted. He gave me a chance to win the game, high key. If this kills Beast, then yeah, we're in, we're in. If I wasn't playing the most passive guy in the world, I would say we're in. Am I ever gonna start my locks? Eventually, if I need to. I just don't need to. Game is game. That's fair. Too passive, gang. I have 1 HP, so I'm kind of worried about how I'm gonna maneuver this one. I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I'm the one that's gonna take you down. He obviously had a blue card, man, but I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to go about it. Low-key, I should play Raid. Don't you want to stop PvP now and get a 200 RP bonus if you win once? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're nowhere near the end of the season. It's just that I happen to be playing a lot. TOP. On this team, I have double pure. He's getting 18% strike damage. Special move going brrrr. Special move is going brrrr. Defense is going brrrr. He's also getting double pure from this one. And he's going crazy on this one. Why am I running that team? You gotta see the results to understand why this team is amazing. It's currently my favorite team. I'm trying to see if there's any better equipment choices I could use. But I think I'm running the best trio. Why does you give up boo? What? It's just the Legends Pass. Alright, cool. I'm gonna... hit this summon. Oh, Ibrahim, I have a Kid Buu showcase I'm gonna do sometime soon. I made the thumbnail today. Got it, Brawly. Ibrahim, drop me like £4 so I can just make it a video for the Playbox series. Please, bro. I'll send it back. I ain't sending that back, but swing that. And just write Kid Buu showcase, please. Then it'll be your video, bro. So everyone know you're a regen main. It makes sense though. Look. It's free advertising. You know, like when Christian enters the chat, yeah. Christian, everyone knows Christian is Mr. GT, Mr. Grand Tour, you know? I think it's free promotion. It's not free, but just give me my money. just give me my money. Make it a $5 gov. Make it a $5 gov and we're good to go. I'll screenshot it and make it a video immediately. If you donate anything that's more than £2, I will do the video. It might take a little while, but I'll do the video. On guard. If it's like just whatever team you want me to use. On guard. What the butterfingers was that? I need to get the promotion rolling. Because when I drop the video, then more people think, I want him to do this. Our viewer summon still on. Yeah, if you want to. I see someone in the viewer summons VC right now. Do I have a cat? Nah, I don't have any animals, bro. I ain't got no animals. I ain't got none. I was thinking of getting a dog, but that's expensive and would take too much time. Why am I still recording? Did I not end my recording when I was recording for the... Or did I accidentally press record? It said like 10 minutes. I need to check. Hold on. 1 second. We have more auctions. Nah, look what I was recording. I was recording this on accident. Someone's in the view of someone's VC, but their screen recording isn't, like, what they're showing isn't working. And someone froze my game. Ibrahim, you didn't write Kid Boo, bro. Oh my god, bruv. You're ruining it. And that was only £2. You're ruining it. How am I supposed to screenshot that and know what the people... What the hell, bro? You're ruining it, bruv. You had one job. You had one job. It was that easy. It was that easy and you messed it up. How? How, bro? Oh, I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that, mate. I can't. You gotta redo. You gotta redo. Nah, man. You had one job. I said, write Kid Boo. You didn't write it. How do you sell? How do you sell that easily? Come on, Gov. It was simple. 1 + 1 = 2. Bro got 3. How? You can't even say I scammed you, bro. You can't even say that. Because... nah. Because Ibrahim's gonna say I scammed him, but I didn't scam him. He just jammed. How, bro? How do you mess up that bad? All you have to do is mention Kid Boot in the thing, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. That's it. You had one job, gang. Let me see if I can... I don't know if I can refund it. If that's an option, I'll genuinely do that. You know I'll be smoking dope. I'll be hot till next week. Ethan, it just shows I have motion. That's all it does. It doesn't matter. Don't be bothered by it. Because I'm not. If people are purposely replying to me, shows I got motion, gang. There's actually no refund button. Traumatic. Oh, you're asking me to show my UVB equips. I did show it. Just go back on the stream a bit. I was literally on the page for a while. See, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna do it anyways, so I'll probably just use it. But it would have been better if he wrote Kid Boo, you know? So then it looks like it's intended for that, you know? That's all. Digi, I'm gonna give you one warning, brother. Oh, I rushed early. Please stop your obsession with other content creators. It's alright to have an opinion and stuff, but if that's all you're gonna talk about, it's a bit lame, my guy. It's a bit lame, my guy. Wait, did we not reach the viewership on part 3? We probably did. They're gonna give it out probably tomorrow or Wednesday. I feel like it's impossible to not reach the viewership. Tomorrow we'll probably get the preview for Sin Shenron 2. I think the stream's hit 3 hours. I might end it off here, low-key. FGK, it's not about the views it has, it's about concurrence while it's going on. Doesn't Sin have insurance? I mean, I said insurance. Endurance. Holy crap. Shadul, take care, bro. Thank you for coming through today. XR Scope, that spelling on insurance is crazy. Oh, Ibrahim actually locked in. What a nice guy. I will definitely be losing that on everything I love. Give me 2 weeks. If I don't do it within 2 weeks, I'm kind of an L man, but I would still do it. 2 weeks is even stretching it. I plan to record like tomorrow. Thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. Ibrahim, you're so generous. How so gracious. And I'm gonna glaze in the video as well. Biggest regen main. Biggest regen main. If you think you know a bigger regen main, you ain't met Ibrahim yet. Trust me. Cyber Super Shadow, hopefully. I don't know though. Green Ruff is a Piccolo fan. He just doubles as a regen main. But Ibrahim really just be messing with all the regens, full stop. There's a technicality there. Tempo's a ghost, bro. That guy means whatever's good. He's a fraud. Bagel, I wouldn't assume he's that soft. He's very big of a content creator for such opinions like that to bother him, I believe. Like, especially you guys in the comment section just being trolls. Like, that stuff doesn't matter. Remember when you got on call with ZVG and the others about DBO on stream? Oh yeah, they invited me for that 5-9 podcast with D3 and that as well. That was pretty cool actually, when I was a lot smaller in size, the channel. I didn't consider, like, a lot of you guys were saying I made it. I didn't consider it, like, you know. 5-9 was cool though, somewhat. More day drill in the UK is like the weakest genre. You need to listen to like Len, Len, Tebow, Teebo, and Fimi, Fimmi. You can also listen to YT. His name's literally YT. You're gonna have to replay that because I'm not repeating it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna do my TOP tonight. Ibrahim, did you say you're gonna start uploading? Or did I misinterpret that? Quick question for you guys in the chat. Do you guys think Legends is boring right now? Now that like G4's been in the game. Bobby Rest, I don't know. I don't keep a memory of sus moments really. It's boring if you didn't get G4. Mikey, take care, bro. Yeah, I'm wrapping up now. It's pretty much just raiding until the end of the anniversary. Gogeta leaves tomorrow. Didn't 14 star him. How traumatic. But it's okay. Alright. TOP leaves 17th, so that's Wednesday. So I'll do it tonight, you know. Yeah, I'm signing off. We've been here for 3 hours. It's mad long. Alright, you guys have a good night, man. If anything, I'll do TOP tomorrow if I don't do it tonight. But we're just gonna vibe out tomorrow as well. It's basically gonna be the day before update day, so there's nothing to do tomorrow. Pretty much. Might react to GOAT, yeah, tomorrow. I like the GOAT's list as well. I think it was similar as well, which is good. So yeah. Take care, guys. I don't have anything else to say, man. I wasn't even gonna stream today, but W stream, guys. You guys, it's the start of the week, so stay positive, stay energetic, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, man.